Gentleman Jim here, the brother from Harlem with high school education. As I said, I'm out of school, going to that first job, Robert Hall Clothing Company. Now, Robert Hall Clothing Company back in those days was a big company that sold an inexpensive suit, but they were one of the most popular companies out there. They had stores everywhere. Robert Hall, Robert Hall. So I go to work, my first day in there. Like I said, they start me with $1 an hour, that's $40 a week. And that goes on for 2 weeks. They said you got 2 weeks worth of training, and then you go into the system, piecework. Now this is where you make your money. So I thought. But that was on me, it wasn't on them. So at any rate, first job that I had working at Robert Hall's was making pockets. Making coin pockets in a pocket before the pocket was put in the pants. Now the coin pocket is that little square pocket that's inside the garment, and they put them in both pants pockets and jacket pockets. And that's just to hold the change from rolling around in your pocket. So once they explained to me how the operation worked, I started working. Now on this side of me was a lady who taped armholes, and the tape would go around the armhole of the garment, of the jacket rather. Go around the jacket there. And this lady, oh, she was a whiz. I'm watching her while he's explaining to me what I'm doing. And she's got one tape over this shoulder and one tape over that shoulder. And she just steady working. Now, if you've not been in a factory, there's a sound that you will eventually get used to hearing. And that's the sewing machine. And it'll go at really at about 2 different speeds you'll hear it. If it's a short, it'll go have a short burst of zip, or it'll have a little long one, zip, 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 or zip, zip. Well, she was a zipper, because the armhole, she has to do it and it has to curve. So you don't lose control of it. You don't try and sew it up real like that. You sew it in spurts. Zip, 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 or zip, 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 depending on how you maneuver and what you had to maneuver. Well, she was real fast and real good. So I'm making these pockets, and before long I had a pile of pockets in front of me. I think I'm doing something. She over there giggling at me. I don't know why. She didn't tell me in the beginning, but I eventually found out. She's just giggling. So the first week went by. Every day I got a pile of pockets in front of me. You got a floor guy who comes by and he scoops them up, put another, and you start all over again. Because they give you a pile. And there's a little ticket on them so they know how much you're doing. So I'm doing this, I'm doing this. She leaves every day. Now we get off at 4 o'clock. But she leaves every day at 2 o'clock. She's been there a long time, I don't know why, but she leaves at 2 o'clock. So at any rate, first week is over, I get my little paycheck, got my little $40. I already know it's going to be $32 and some change because I've been getting that there. So, but you have to understand, I'm real proud of that. I just turned 18 years old and I'm happy to get that, because now instead of every other week, I'm going to get it every week. So I'm doing this, I'm doing this, I'm doing this. So I said, how much money do you make? And she says, oh, I make about $100 a week. Oh, I'm saying to myself, wow, this is what I'm talking about now. Because like I said, most salaries are just $40. She's making $100, and she's only working 6 hours a day. I said, boy, I can get into this. So I'm moving and I'm grooving, and I'm doing this. And after 2 weeks, they put me on piecework. I said, oh, I can make me some money now. So I'm still working at it, I'm still working at it. And at the end of that 3rd week, when I get paid, my check is $19 and something. Now I've been getting $32. So I called a foreman who gave me my check and said, there's something wrong here. He said, why would you say that? I said, well, look at my check. I said, that's not even $1 an hour. He said, well, this is what you get paid. He said, you get 90 cents for every 125 pockets that you make. I counted up, wait a minute, I'm getting less than a penny a pocket. Now, it doesn't take long to do this. So the lady told me, she said, son, you got to work faster than what you're working. Now, I thought I was working fast. This is how I developed speed. Because now I'm trying to say, wow, I can make some money, but I got to pick my speed up. See, in the beginning, I was just kind of doing them, make sure I got them right. She said, don't worry too much about that. They can't see this inside the pocket. Just get it close enough. So now my speed is up. So after the 4th week, mind you, I get my check, and now it's just $24. So I did go up a little. I said, boy, I can't do them that fast. So I thought, in order to even make $1 an hour. So I asked the foreman, I said, is there another job you can give me to do? So he gave me another job to do, but you have to understand, I'm not used to that type of pressure and that type of work in order to make money. Now, they making money in there. Oh, everybody making money but me, because I don't know really what I'm doing. So at any rate, I went home after the 5th week, and I told my mother, I said, Mom, I said, I can't do this. I wasn't trained to be a factory worker. I said, this isn't fair. So now it's September, and school started again. So I went back to the school, and I asked them what other kind of jobs they had. Well, everything they tried to give me was factory work. I said, wait a minute, I didn't train all of these years to be a assembly line worker. So at any rate, so I go upstairs, because school is in session now, it's September, and I go into my teacher's office, and I knocked on the door. I said, Mr. Santapedro, because he was my last instructor. He was my tailoring instructor for my last year. I said, Mr. Santapedro, I said, you told me that I was one of the best tailors that you ever trained. I said, but I can't seem to get a tailoring job. All they want to do is give me a factory job. So I said to myself, I said, something's not right with that. Now, I'm waking up to discrimination within the field. He said, well, I don't have any control over the jobs. I said, I just train you up. The state or whoever's hiring hires. So now I'm checking around with some of the other brothers, and they're all saying the same thing. All we can get is factory jobs. But I bump into one of the little Italian boys, and he's working at an exclusive tailor shop under the real tailors. Not assembly line, not anything. So I said, something's not right here. So I go down to the employment office, who passes out the jobs, and the same lady who gave me my factory job gave that Italian boy the job working in a good tailor shop, apprenticing under a real tailor. So this didn't sit right with me. Just didn't sit right with me. Then I go out, had to think about this. What am I going to do now? I spent all these years learning a profession, and I can't get in. Well, I'm finding this out from all the brothers and the sisters. They did the sisters the same way. They want to give them factory jobs. I said, wow. So I go out, I come back, I knock on the door. And I asked the lady, I said, how come y'all give all the brothers and sisters the factory jobs, and you got good jobs laid out in front of you that are in exclusive shops? And this is when I noticed something. On the cards that they had in front of them, they had a little letter up there, and I want you guys to hear me when I say this. They had a little symbol. If you were colored, they would put a C up in the corner, indiscreetly. They put a C up there, meaning that you were colored. So they knew who to give what jobs to. I was real frustrated. I went home, I took me some time off, I had to really think about this. And I was just disgusted with it. But that was the racism that they had going into the industry. Now I solved my problem. So when I come back to you again, the brother from Harlem with the high school education will tell you all how I solved it. So I'm going to bid you a farewell, and I'm going to ask you to think about, how did this brother solve this in 1962, when we thought all the racism was in the South, but yet here I am in the North dealing with it. So you guys think about that. When I come back with you, I'm going to show you just how I handled it. Nothing more, nothing less. Just how I handled it and how I got in. So, bidding you an adieu, and we'll talk to you soon. The brother from Harlem with the high school education.